Kodash, Kodash, Kodash. Adonai, Elohim, Sabaoth, meaning holy, 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 Lord of hosts. Yah, He, Va, He. Yah meaning masculine, He meaning feminine, Va meaning back to masculine, and He back to feminine. All right, and as above, so below. The macro prosophis above, the micro prosophis below, because we are the microorganisms and the host of the Elohim. So I just want to talk about cause and effect in natural magneticism. When I say natural magneticism, I mean you get what you dish, what you reflect onto other people, the cause and the effect of doing that. Whether you reflect your intentions on a person, a place, or a thing, the cause and the effect that comes with it. Whether your energy is good or whether your energy is bad. And when I say natural magneticism, what you draw to you like a magnetic from your energy field, your aurora, you know. And based upon how you feeling, like the video I did the other day talking about the chakras and the energy fields in your body, and each one of those chakras are color coded and they deal with a specific emotion or compartment throughout the Godhead in your body, And by that emotion, that's what draws the ideology, the idea of your intent at that present moment, and every thought has to lead to an action. So before anything is an action, it is a thought before it is an action. And where the thoughts come from? They come from the feeling, the internal Yah, the spirit, the intuition within, the inner essence, the ether, the breath of life, whatever you want to call it, they come from that energy field. Esoteric is inner sense, and exoteric is the outward appearance, meaning the physical and the spirit, the physical body, the host, and the energy field that is driving the body, Everything comes from energy, comes from source, which some people call the Great Spirit, some people call them Yah, some people, it's many different names, in different cultures. Sometimes I say Great Spirit, sometimes I say Yah, or sometimes you could, just like you could say Yah, you could say Hey, because that means you're calling on the divine feminine, which is Anna Chokma, Mother Wisdom, And you want to tap into the Ein Sof. The Ein Sof means the limitless potential. Like in the Kabbalah Unveiled, it talks about the inferior quant. It's talking about these abilities that we have that are past our five senses, taste, smell, see, hear, touch, Your skin is an organ as well, a sense because it allows you to touch, and feel because you feel. So the inferior quant means these abilities pass the five senses, meaning that once you tap into them things and you tap into your third eye, your intuition, your abilities beyond the physical realm, which is the chakra before the crown chakra, which we know is the third eye chakra or the pineal gland, remember, you ever heard that story about Jacob fought with an angel and then his name was changed to Israel? When you go into other texts, it tells you that he fought with pineal gland, pineal, basically meaning the angel. These are spirits and entities. They live within you, within your own self, where your ideas come from deep within, because that means you're connected into your spirituality and your clairvoyance by being at your higher self and not leaning on your own understanding and following the ways of the world, but listening to your soul God. You have to be real in tune. Like I said the other day in the other video, you find these things in your quiet time. Some people call them meditation time. Some people have their time out in nature, but it's when you become in tune with something. You are a frequency. God is a divine frequency. You ever heard of ley lines? Ley lines are energy fields all throughout the world. They're like a bunch of lines that go all over the place. Ley lines, star constellations that are connected. Like all the pyramids are connected on a Pacific angle from over there in Egypt to South America, all the way to the Bermuda Triangle, And some people actually believe that, and it's not far-fetched, that Atlantis is located where the Bermuda Triangle is, because they believe like it's a funnel, like a portal that goes down in there, or it's an interdimensional place, because when any ships go through there, planes go through there, their electrical magnetic compass, it goes haywire, and a lot of ships go missing in that area. That's why it's like a no-fly zone. Planes will go missing, and ones that have come back say that they lost track of time. So you got to think about time, space, and matter. You're in time. You're in your space, in time, and matter, in a physical body, in your host, But remember, you are a frequency. Source is a divine frequency. Ley lines are energy fields that are everywhere. That's why when some people meditate, they use these rods where you can find negative and positive spots to meditate in, because depending on where you are trying to meditate, it's going to have an effect on, what you tap into, where your ideas can be bad, You can come up with a bad idea that, you could just fulfill something. It'd be a good idea, but the contents of how you are receiving it and how it's going to play out. You might achieve it and all that, but that's not the way that you want to really be going with things, And then you have the positive spots. It's where you're going to get more information from your spirit guides, You always want to make sure when you even go into these places, you want to keep lemons around you. Believe it or not, I'm a Virgo. My planetary fruit is a lemon, and it deals with purification, health, and purification, health, and wellness, as well as for Virgos, their planetary plant is sage. And you know what's funny? Sage and lemons go hand in hand. Sage and lemons. Our energy planet is Mercury, which we know as Kokab in the magical books of Solomon, And these planets are governed by angels. They're called the planetary hours of angels. These energies reflect from there to people that's time and measure. All your birthday is your Earth day, your solar return. You are connected to those constellations of that time because your energy, your inner essence came through that stargate. So that energy, when I say natural magneticism, it reflects from whatever zodiac you are, your planetary energy, because that's how you determine what your guardian angel is. You got calling your guardian angel. It's not just a calling. You have to command them because they are your guides. You have to wake them up. Like when you talk to a Pacific fruit, like I got this whole bag of lemons right here. I tap this fruit and I be like, wake up, do what I need you to do. You talk to this just like you talk to your animals, your pets. nature. You know, you tell it like, I need you to heal me because I need to be purified, or this or that. You know, you command it. You have to say what you want. It's like an affirmation, speaking something into existence. You know. And it's all about your belief. That's when we get back to those chakras and emotions. The energy fields which draws the emotion to the idea, which becomes the thought that manifests into an action, you know? And like I said, I deal with a lot of purification and cleansing. Everybody uses sage all around the world, but me being a Virgo and an earth sign, and knowing that sage is actually my plant for my zodiac. I never knew this before. I always use sage, and I understand how to cleanse the ions out of the air. That's where we go back to positive and negative spots, ley lines, energy field. So when you light this sage, based upon your positive or negative spot in which you sit on, in your time, space, and matter, wherever you are at, you know, you cleanse the airways. And you also have to talk to the sage as you blow it, because through your throat chakra, just like when a lion roars, it sends an echo of vibration out, you know? Just like I was talking about the Akashic records, your thought patterns are like a digital trail that is recorded, you know? And your throat chakra, you speak, your words are very powerful. Communication could be wrath or kindness. Remember, everything deals with duality. So you got to be careful what you say and careful what you're thinking, because you ever like walk into a room and then you was in good spirits in whatever other space you was at, but once you stepped into this specific space, you don't know nobody in this room. They don't look like they're mad, or you don't look like nothing going on, but you can feel this energy once you walk in that room. You know something is not right. That is your intuition, your clairvoyance. And a lot of people do not listen to it, and they will still stay in that space, like be at this party knowing that this energy is off. Or some people listen to their clairvoyance, their intuition, their inner essence, and leave, and then right afterwards a shooting just happened. But they was just there. Once they removed themselves, they didn't know to the next day. Dang, that's why I left. Man, I was walking straight. I was about to turn left. Something just said go right. And they went right. That's me. That's how I live my life. I am a very jittery, unconventional, typical thinker, you know? I do things out the usual, out the norm of what is expected for me to do. So it's very hard to track someone like me's pattern, because I'm not doing what the typical world is doing. I'm following spirit and God. I don't know why my intuition is telling me that, but it's up to me doing that, being that I have common sense and free will, you know, and all sense and common, but you have the free will to decide the duality, the good, the bad, the do's, the don'ts. I am or I am not, the yes or the no. Duality, divine masculine, divine feminine, spirit to matter, nature to the cosmos. Everything deals with duality. You cannot think one-sided, one-minded. You have to think with an open mind. That's why I said, be open to everything and attached to nothing. Therefore, you cannot be biased, because everything has a little bit of truth in it. You ever heard the saying that every lie has a little bit of truth in it? One of my OGs named Doochie Bass, he said this in one of his raps. He said, every lie got a little truth in it. I drink dry gin straight, no juice in it. But you gotta realize it. You have to keep an open mind to everything. Be mindful of everything and be attached to nothing, you know? A lot of people or be attached to a specific religion, you know? So they automatically, when somebody comes to them with a different spiritual belief or idea, They say that's from the devil. Well, they don't even try to hear them out. You know, my God said this, my God said that, but they don't understand that Al Kaluna all is all in one, one in all. He and she is in all things, the divine masculine and the divine feminine, and as a collective whole, creating the tetragrammaton, are moving through the airways as a frequency. They come through people in manifestations in physical form, because all the patriarchs and matriarchs throughout the Bible and different spiritual systems, they were all at their higher self. They were at their crown chakra, so therefore the divine was more so in tune to work through them. They became gods in the flesh. That's why Jesus, this is something that Jesus said that a lot of people don't understand. Even when the Pharisees came to him, they try to prove him to be wrong. He said, I am in the Father, and the Father is in me. That is very significant. I am in the Father, and then the Father is in me. He's basically telling you, once you get to this higher self, this Christ consciousness, that's why he said, I will leave to send you the Comforter, and you will work greater wonders than I had. He's basically saying, I just came to pave the way, to show you what the mind state you have to be in due to the law. What the law is cause and effect within time, space, and matters in rotas, which are the wheels of each cycle and period of the ages in which we live in. You know? I didn't write none of this down. This is all coming fluid. I told myself I'm going to have a conversation with self, and I'm just going to record this, you know? And right now, it's different energies moving through me that allow me to be in the state to say these things in this specific manner. This is not coming out of no book or no specific format. This is coming from the all-in-one, the one and all. Because I learned a little bit from all things to come up with this consciousness to be able to say the things in my own unique perspective, you know? That's how the Most High works through you, you know? The Most High of the Order, 24, the Elder, the Nunakai, Nu, meaning the Most High, you know? When you say Shaddai, that means the Almighty. Eloah, Elohai, Elroy, El, Mike El, Gabriel, Uriel. They all end in El, just like certain prophets, patriarch to matriarch. Aya, Ahaya, Ashar, Ahaya. This means I am that I am. That's why when you speak certain affirmations, you say that I am. And because that's the God in you. You are speaking something into existence. You cast your own spells of words in which you put into formation because you believe them and speak them through your throat chakra, through that energy to manifest, you know? The same thing I was telling you with the angels, you know? These angels are angles. They move to and fro, energy fields and ideas within you. I was just saying names. Each one of those names are Pacific power. Aya, you know, Shabbathai, you know, Tetragrammaton, you know, Yah-Heh-Vah-Heh, which is the Tetragrammaton, you know, Adonai. Adonai comes from the word Adonis, you know. It's good to study translations because translations, you can find the consistency and pattern in all things, you know. A person will lie to you, you know. Some people will tell you the truth, but you don't know what's real or what's fake nowadays. The key to finding the truth, because the truth is going to set you free, is to find the pattern in things. Be open to everything and be attached to nothing. Follow your intuition, your energy field. That inner essence is speaking to you every day. Remove the distractions from amongst yourself, people, places, and things. Watch your emotions. You know, see the cause and effect of why those emotions are coming to this specific idea, which is a thought that is going to lead and manifest to an action if you think too hard on it, you know? So be mindful of what you're thinking of. Always watch the consistencies and patterns. Be open to everything and be attached to nothing. Alkalum the all in one, the one in all. You know, certain things and systems have been implemented in our lives just to keep us stationary in one spot so we cannot be great and mighty and tap into the all, you know? We're not going to know all things, but we're going to know enough. And if everybody has a collective consciousness taps into their higher selves with different ideas and attributes, and we all work in unison, we are a God body. Get what I'm saying? We are a God body. Because what I don't know, you know. You are very educated. You are very smart. You know, you sealed the deal on that portion of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Where I lack, where you might lack, I might pick up in and fill in the gap. It is a collective whole. We create the God body by reaching our higher self, coming from a low state of energy to a high state of energy, being mindful and aware of our thoughts, intentions, and our actions, the cause and effect, the consistencies and the patterns. This there is no learning without, correction. Correction is the law. That's all the law is the correction, the cause and effect, the do's, the don'ts. I'm not doing that again so I don't end up in this specific state, because I know the consistency and pattern of it if I stay in this loop. So I'm going to remove myself, Every action doesn't need a reaction, because cause and effect. People do these things unknowingly and force people's hands, and you don't realize what it's going to do. It might block one of your blessings. It might, take you out of character and bring you back down to your lower state. So now your equilibrium is not balanced to where it needs to be for you to get the right ideas to make your next move your best move and not your last. But that's all I got right now. Natural magneticism. You get what you dish. You hit it right, you won't miss. Being open to everything and attached to nothing. Therefore, you're not biased. You're open-minded, because everything deals with duality. Cause and effect. Natural magneticism, your energy field, your quiet time, your meditation time, and your time, space, and matter within these ley lines of energy fields from the divine frequency, allowing it to manifest in you. Salah, I'm out.